Hey y'all, it's Taquisha from Our Freedom Song. I'm on my way out to do some things into the garden, and I thought this would be the perfect time to share with you 10 things that I've learned this season as a beginner gardener that I think will be so inspiring for you, so helpful as maybe you are starting your journey or you're just looking for inspiration. And so I hope this will absolutely be so helpful for you and encouraging for you as you are journeying along. We are at the end of our spring season, and so I just thought this would be the perfect time to share some of the things that I've learned, some of the things I've been encouraged by, and all the things. And so let's get to it. So one of the first things I want to say is now is the time. That is huge because I know that I waited for a long time for just the perfect time to plant and to get into gardening. But honestly, now is the time. For whatever scale you can do it on, right now is the best time, because in this time, it may not be the garden that of your dreams. It may not be as big as you want and all the things, but as you begin and you start small as you can start, you are going to learn skills that's going to help you as you grow and as your garden grows and gets larger and larger. Because honestly, our garden space right now is pretty big, I feel like, for a beginner gardener space, and we're expanding. But as soon as I started, I knew that it was something that I was going to be so addicted to in a good way with doing, just because it's so amazing to see things grow. And as you start to see that and you're seeing it grow and you're seeing all the change and you're seeing even the things that are coming up against you and you want to figure it out, like, all of those things are so great, and it's going to help you grow as you expand. Another thing I wanted to share is that the garden community is absolutely incredible. If there was ever a people to be connected to, it's the garden community, because they want to see you succeed. They want to see your garden succeed, and it's so encouraging. I've been so encouraged by the gardening community. It's incredible. I really feel like I wouldn't be as successful as we have been this season if I didn't have the encouragement that I had through this incredible community. And so you are part of a fantastic group of people. The thing I want to say is that even after trying your absolute best, things will still die. You can do the best that you can do and still not prevent everything from dying. And so it's just a part of the process. I've learned this, and it's encouraging for me, because it's not just because I'm a beginner gardener. We have master gardeners who still have things die because of pests and because of weather, things that you cannot prevent. So there's a lot of things that we can do, but there's some things that we cannot control. We just debunk the myth that gardening is for the older community. Let me tell you, gardening is trendy, and don't let nobody tell you that it's not. Gardening is important, and at whatever age you are, it's important for us to learn these skills and to know how to take care of ourselves in this way. And so don't you let nobody go tell you that gardening was for your grandma and them. Another thing is that you will always be learning. Even the most experienced gardeners are still learning, and that's the beauty of it. You never arrive. You never know everything there is to know. And so it's such a beautiful experience, and it's such a beautiful thing for life when we get involved in things that we never fully come to the full knowledge of, that we always get to keep learning and growing. That's an amazing thing. Another important thing to know is that, and I mentioned this in my last video, just because the seeds are in the store doesn't mean it's time to plant those. And just because you see somebody, say on Instagram or YouTube, and they're planting things, doesn't mean it's time for you to plant them. And so knowing your zone is so important, because you'll see somebody planting carrots and you'll be over here like me in zone 8B, and it's not time to plant carrots. And so just knowing your zone is going to help you tremendously. And so don't go into the store and buy every seed package you see. You have to take time to look at the back of those packs. And a couple videos ago, I showed how I organize my seeds. And so if you need any suggestions or ideas, definitely go back and look at that video. This one is going to be huge, y'all. Prune those tomatoes. Prune those tomatoes more than you think. Prune them. That is huge. Like, that is a huge thing that I've learned this season. I was so afraid to prune them back as much as I heard that I should. And there is such an amazing group of people who are like tomato experts. Listen to them. Listen to them. They've been doing it for a long time and they know. And so that goes back to being a part of this amazing community. There are actual tomato people who love everything about the tomato plant, and they study it and they know it to the core. These are the people that we want in our circle. These are good people to know. Even after successfully growing things, there will always be people who are negative, who have negative things to say about your journey and about you growing. And they will slide it in like, girl, I don't know how you do it. Or, are you sure about that? Things like this, like, isn't it too hot out there? These people are just negative, and you just have to shove that to the back of your mind, because there's always going to be people who just don't have anything positive to say. But let me tell you, it's going to be those same people who won't take the time, even though they know that they should learn this skill, who won't take the time. And when things come to a point where everybody needs to be able to grow their own food and know how to provide for themselves, these people are going to be looking for you. And so just keep them there. It's okay. You know, we all are learning and growing, and we're not all at the same place at the same time. So everybody is not going to appreciate it right now. But just keep doing you. Keep doing you. Keep growing food. Keep, offering things to them, because they could come around eventually. And that's what it's about. It's about encouraging and allowing somebody to see something be done that they don't think that's possible, because you never know. You may be the one who in the future they decide to garden because of your persistence. And so stay encouraged, my friends. Watched any amount of my videos, you know that it is hot and there are lots and lots and lots of mosquitoes. They want to take your life. These mosquitoes want to take your life, and it's a part of it. It's a part of this thing that we are doing. There will be casualties. There will be days where you feel like, I absolutely cannot get up one more day and go out here and deal with these bugs and these mosquitoes and this heat. I am done. Then you will walk outside and you will see the fruit of your hard work, and you will be encouraged one more day. There will be casualties, like I said, but there will also be a harvest. So be encouraged that no matter how small your harvest is, a harvest is a harvest. Don't belittle the things that you grow. Don't compare yourself to others. If you grew one tomato for the whole season, celebrate that. I will be happy to celebrate that with you. We are all winning when we are gardening. Like I alluded to, sometimes we just will not feel like it. We won't feel like watering. We won't feel like pruning. We won't feel like doing any of the things. But when we go out and we experience the things that we can see growing, the green, the smell, like it's amazing. The encouragement that we will get from just going out, pushing ourselves to just go out there one more time. It's incredible. And I hope that you are encouraged to push on for another season, whether you're going to go into the fall season or whether you're going to wait again to next spring to plant. I am so grateful for each of you who have joined us on this journey. This has been an incredible addition to our lives, and we are forever grateful for this experience, to see all these things grow, for this community to have learned all these things. It can only get better from here, and we are so happy that you are along for the journey with us. Thank you, guys. It'll absolutely be helpful for I hope that this will absolutely be helpful. Oh my goodness. I hope that this will our journey, as you are journeying, the encouragement that we will get from